Hello everyone and welcome to a new series of Divinity 2 Original Sin with me, Miss Darkness. This is a game that I have played before. It is a game that I absolutely love. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So obviously going to be playing single player because it's just me today. We're going to just do classic mode. Let's begin. If you've never played Divinity before or you've never seen it before, it's kind of like a tactical turn-based RPG, so it's really good fun. There's lots of magic in it, there's shooting arrows, there's all sorts, so it'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to go with a custom model. Let's go with a custom elf, but we're going to be a girl, because I am a girl. So the reason I'm going to go with a custom one is because I really love this shield, Dome of Protection. So if you've ever played this before, Dome of Protection is one of the best ones. If you haven't, it's like a really good magical bubble that you can use, which uses a particular kind of magic to make. It will become more understanding when we play more. Oh, is my face in the way? My face is totally in the way, isn't it? Let me move me a second. Oh, no, that's the game. Awkward, awkward. There you go. Move me down there for a second so you can see what we're looking at. So we've got a custom elf. So as an elf we get to do flesh sacrifice, which gains 1 action point immediately and a 10% damage boost for 2 turns, and at cost of -1 constitution. Any action points over your maximum are lost. Perfect. So this is the elf character we're going to go with. Build wise, we're not going to be a swordy person. I'm either going to be a ranger or I'm going to be a rogue. I think I'm going to go with rogue. I love a rogue. I love an archer, but I love a rogue as well. This is my second favourite, I think, if not my favourite. Divinity makes it my favourite, so we're going to go with this one. I think you get to custom those in a minute. Name wise, we're obviously going to go with Kira. If you've played my or if you've watched my Skyrim series, you know that Kira is my character in that. So we're definitely going to go with Kira. Let's see. What colour do we want to be? The colour of wheat, because we're really pale. I mean, I am really pale, so let's just go with that. Face-wise, I do tend to make my character look a little bit like Seville, if you've played this before, because she's pretty. So it tends to look like Seville. But that's fine. I'm going to get some cute little colour in our hair, because, you know, we're adorable. Colour-wise, we're going to go with black or red? Should we do red? Because I usually do black. Is that red or is that pink? It'll do. And then
Try
voice.
again. You're not trying to escape, are you?
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Nice try. Greet the Reaper for me. Try again.
Greet the Reaper
for me.
I quite like the warrior one. She sounds a bit badass. So let's go with that. Present. So we're obviously going to be a rogue. So they automatically give it to you on finesse. So finesse increases your damage with finesse-based weapons and skills. So as a rogue, they are finesse. Constitution, how much validity you have. It's kind of useful when there's just one of us to have that. So we'll leave that on. Skuldrum is the rogue-based skill. So it increases your movement speed and boosts your critical modifications. So we'll keep that on that one. Sneak. I never use sneak in this game. I've never seen the reason to use sneak in this game. So we might ignore that one and put another one on Lawmaster, because Lawmaster is quite useful in this game. So that's perfect. And then we're going to edit this. I'm not going to do throwing knives. We're going to keep adrenaline. So adrenaline gives 2 action points immediately, but lose 2 action points next turn. Any action points over your maximum are lost. So that one's good. Backlash, jump over the enemy, landing behind their back, backstabbing them for 23 to 25 physical damage. That one's good. And then we have Chloroform, destroys 6 to 7 magic armor and then tries to sleep. So if they don't have any magic armor, then they will fall asleep. So that's a good one to have, especially early on when it's just yourself. So that's good. Talents, the Pawn. The Pawn permits your character 1 AP worth 3 movement per turn. Now, that's really good as rogue, so I'm going to keep that one. So what's my origin story? So I'm an elf, I'm a female. Let's go with an outlaw, because we're a rogue. I feel like would be a bit of an outlaw. And we can either be a barbarian, a jester, mystic, which is a bit mad person, noble, scholar, or soldier. We can't be an outlaw soldier, unfortunately. So we can be a barbarian, or we can be, yeah. Let's go with the barbarian. We'll be a barbarian outlaw. Sounds logical. I never understood this music one. I've never really noticed why we need to do it. So let's just go with that one, and let's do it. Yes, we're done.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Divinity 2! Oh, hello.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now, no need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
She's going to release us from our nasty looking table. So, we're on a boat, if it's not entirely obvious.
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
Okay, so, like Skyrim, there's lots of searching in this game. And before anyone gets mad at me, I am going to miss some searchy things. I'm just not very observant when it comes to stuff like that. But I'm going to try and get as much of them as possible. But, you know, I'm not great at it. I know there is a button that you can actually look for things. I just can't remember what it was. So, you know, fail on my part. So we're in the lowest part of the boat at the moment, or the ship. Ooh, tomato soup. Food is good in this game because it helps you heal. Money, obviously. Repair hammer. So let's keep going.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Eggs!
Did you expect a needle?
Maybe. There should be a needle in a haystack now. It's the story of the needle in the haystack. Right, there's a pot there that I can't get to. Or vase, sorry. Apologise. And sheep. Hello, sheep.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
That's a bit rude. Okay, so we don't have animal speaking, so we can't communicate with it. But that's fine. It's just a sheep, you know. Right, so let's searchy search. Nothing in there. I am playing with a keyboard and mouse, which is probably why my movements are going to be a bit special. But luckily the combat in this game means I can actually do that without failing epically as a lefty. But that's cool. So let's see if we searched everything. We can move that onto here and search this one. Ooh, a shank. Good for our roguiness. So let's put that in our hand. And I'm just going to quickly organise my stuff because I am so OCD, it's hilarious. When it comes to my luggage anyway. Not so much in life, but I tend to like things in certain places. So, key in the bag, food on the second. We should probably read this. Okay, nothing worth reading, so that just goes in our bag. Cool. And then put that. Door opens. Da-da-da. Saving again. I've got autosave on because I'm terrible at remembering to save, so sorry if it keeps going off. It's just necessary for me. Oh, we walked in oil, so we're slow. Oh, we got a lockpick. Alright, so there's a sleeping guard here. Now, we could go round him, or we could just
The Magister
wake him
guard
up.
snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
We can whisper to the guard, we can shout at the guard, boop the guard on the... I feel like we should boop him.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf?
Oh.
Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
So we haven't got very high stuff at the moment. Like, we could try to do finesse, but let's just be honest and say, tell the truth. You're snooping around. What's he going to do about
The
it?
Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his hands into fists.
You're honest, I'll give you that. Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though.
Ah, that's what we want, though. Because
I should have known there'd be trouble.
that means that we can get some XP from you. Okay, so we've done our flesh sacrifice to gain a little bit extra damage. So you can see there, damage plus 1 AP. So this is AP, so how many movements you can do per round, if you don't already know. So let us backstab him. We do more, as a rogue, we do more damage from behind, so it's always best to stab him from behind. We can do adrenaline, which gives us an extra 2 AP. It costs us next time, so it takes it away, but it's worth it, I think, to just kill him. So, there you go. One
So
person
much for
down.
a peaceful stroll.
Barely any damage taken, which is awesome. So we can open up more things. Have a little snooze, and that will regen our health. Ah, lovely. Right, what's this? Is it something that I want to pick up or not? No, probably not. It's like an empty plate. I can't see, it's too cagey over there. Fine, and we shall open this side. But so there is a prisoner in this side, so it's probably going to attack us. But it will be worth it, right?
The prisoner's eyes meet yours. He speaks not with gratitude, but with gleeful malevolence.
Ah, freedom! Tastes better than wine. And I can set you free in return. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them, lass. The halls await.
Yep. So set us on fire like an arse. That's fine. So we'll do our flesh sacrifice again to get our damage up. We'll backstab him to get more damage. We've got enough that we can do the AP thing now. So we've got extra turns, and then stab him, and stab him. That should be done. No, we missed. Oh, but he burnt to a crisp in the fire, so it's fine. Doesn't matter. Right. We are still on fire though, so let's have a little sleep. We should regen. While still on fire. It's fine, don't worry about it. Right. There you go. Fully recovered. And why can't I search this guy? Oh, there you go. There's nothing on him anyway. Well, is there anything in his cell? Not that I can see. No, just a bucket which he's done his poops in, which is pretty gross. Just don't really want to pick that up. Alright, next area then. Awesome. So we'll search the stuff. Minor health potion. I'm not going to pick up the empty ones because I never end up using them, so I'm not very good at crafting in this game. I've never really learned how to use it or how to do it, so we're not going to do any crafting.
Empty.
Unless it's been instructed to do so. Ooh, a raw steak, how delicious. Anything else? Should have slept in the comfy bed, shouldn't we? Rather than our uncomfy bed down there, but you know, we're not picky. So this is obviously poison, which will damage us if we go near it, but if we throw a candle at it, it will set fire. And then once the fire has cleared, we can go through the door. So we'll just wait for that. Ugh, 20 years later. There you go. So if we were in a fight, this steam would
Not the
block
most elegant
visibility.
solution, was it?
No, but it worked, didn't it? Can't deny it worked. Don't need playing cards, do we? Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Cool.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
As she says, nowhere to go but up. So let's go. Cool. So that was the tutorial deck. So let's pick up our lootsy loots in this area, shall we? Jars.
Empty.
Cool. Physical armor potion, that's pretty useful. We don't currently have any physical armor. But it would be nice if we did, wouldn't it? It's because we're only wearing rags.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Plain paper. It's useful, isn't it? Write down all of our thoughts and feelings. Okay.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Oh, she called us a bitch.
In the meantime, your next
kinda.
stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Lean in and whisper that the Magister below deck suffered a fatal encounter.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy.
She doesn't believe that we killed him. You pull out the thing around your neck, futilely, demanding to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
She might be playing a trick. Don't do it.
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Okay, you recall great power building inside you. The ones you commanded before your capture. Unleash them.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
So source is like another form of magic, but it's considered evil in this world. For your own peace of mind, of course, yours and the whole world's. So we can do an outlaw response, which is look around wearily and wonder what damned dungeon you ended up in. Or barbarian, grunt that you've never seen no wooden cave before. What is this place? What is this wooden cave? No, we're gonna do outlaw.
Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to source. For good.
That doesn't sound like a good deal for me. Look at our character. She's like just in a long top, and everyone's like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. She's got her thighs all on display.
Good God. There's been a murder here.
Goodness. Been a murder.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwoken followed the source that did this.
Inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Well, maybe I can. Shouldn't be judging me so harshly. Tell that that's a trick you haven't quite mastered.
I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
I ain't no snitch.
An elf of principle. I get it. Wonder how you'll feel when whoever did this does it again. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Dun dun dun. Alright, so we're not allowed to take anything from this room if I remember correctly, because it will be stealing. So we will leave everything in here for now. Let's have a little look-see over here. Okay, so we've got that. Nothing in it. 2 coins! Oh, we're rich. And some rope. Which is a crafting item, but I don't really craft in this game, so it's probably just going to get sold. Not gonna lie. Okay, so this is the main deck. Another sheep. Bah, you do. So any other good lootsy loots? Want all the lootsy loots. Give it to me! Coinage. Anything else over this way?
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
Cheese and some wine. Oh, sounds like a good time.
One of us will kill our own.
Right, should we see what's everyone doing?
Can we just
Oh,
skip to the part where I reassure you?
You.
Oh, there you are. Wife.
Oh,
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
play along and take her arm with a grin. Tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
True. Say that that's true enough. You shake your head. Losa, you presume?
You presume right.
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Tell how she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs. No, we're going to take our leave.
Her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Thank you. Oh, she's gone a bit mad. We're going to ignore the kiddies. And go this way. Let's see in here. And then we have our friendly
An
elf.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice, deciding fates.
Frown, whose fate is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
It's good to know.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
Oh. If she can decide fates with dice, ask if she can read the future in cows and tails as well. Decide it's possible best to take... No. Let's ask her.
She
something.
eyes you suspiciously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. Just like you. And I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
You don't see why not. Extend your arm.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue,
Oh,
efficient like a cat
sexy.
grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone.
Oh.
You were reminiscing. About the things you used to do together.
Oh, say no more, say no more. Stare at the ground embarrassed. You had quite forgot about that. Admit wide-eyed, that's exactly right. Snap at her, you don't know what it is. The seven hell she's talking about. Stare at the ground embarrassed. You were quite forgotten about that.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Oh. Well. Whew, let's leave her alone for a minute.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right?
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
Move closer to him. Outlaw, move closer, but clench your fist in case things go south. Let's do that one.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Ifan why the Magister suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Ask Ifan what he did to find himself at the mercy of a subordinate.
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Say that you're still curious about the murder. Did he do it?
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Ask Ifan if... Ask Ifan if he knows anything about where you're heading. Fort Joy?
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Say you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, elf, what's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Tell him your name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Uh-oh, we've made the list.
Away with you. At once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Oh, he's a sexy man.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
Let's steal all these guys' beers.
They're picking us off one by one.
A yoink.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure
bed
you and you
roll.
shut up?
So that we can regen health.
You think me mad?
Okay, let's talk to these
A
dudes.
broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Geralt. You hear that?
I ain't saying nothing.
Don't hear anything. Ask what you're meant to be hearing.
Ship, of course.
Quiet and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick man. Say the sea sounds angry like it's trying to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
Anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news.
Ask what's got him so excited. That was nothing more than a rat.
No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Tell him he shouldn't talk like that about such magnificent beard. Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about the place.
Yeah, no indeed, kiddo. But that ain't my final destination.
Oh.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all, thank ye kindly, kiddo.
Cock an eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan, you want in. Say nothing but look him over once more before leaving. You may want to find him again inside the Joy.
I ain't saying nothing.
Wolves around a campfire.
Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My teeth? Humour him. Let's see where this leads.
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Nod. Tell him you're quite the wizard in the kitchen. A true chef.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your grab and say those prove cool in summer.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Say you most certainly have personal pride. You're no stranger to combs, powders and perfumes.
The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook and groom, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit. Still, beggars
Excuse
can't
me?
be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
Stare at him blankly. He thinks you're his what now?
My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of this honor to sink in.
Honor? Honor, really?
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
Excuse you? Seems a bit harsh. Right, gonna loot your kitchen while I'm here.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
Right, and...
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you.
Let's see. Oh, that's the dog. This guy.
Name?
Ask him who wants
The
to know.
Divine Order wants to know.
Tell
Well,
me
you
then.
aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
Oh. Right, let's talk to the elf.
Your kind always hung closest.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face, tugging at your ears and prodding your nose.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he thinks he's doing.
I am reading. Is this not evident? My book is in my hands, my face turned away from you. Perhaps my eyes not on the page. Damnable things.
Oh, apologies, I know not to disturb a fellow reader.
He grabs a metal plate and watches his reflection with one eye as the other shifts left to right and up to down. He repeats the maneuver with the opposite eye.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems you are at fault. Predictable, really.
I suppose that you want to know why he thought he could touch you like that.
Oh, I see. I crossed a cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, fellow elf. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Look at him curiously. You're not sure he understands what happens. Look at him curiously. You're not sure he understands what's happening. You'll be mused. Who is this guy?
Ah, yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
Pleasurable, huh? Ask what exactly he's seeking. There is a lot of knowledge in the world.
Is there? Wherever do you keep it? Certainly not in your books. I have been reading this one for several minutes, and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient.
Sounds about right.
I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Elf, say that memories of the past are precious to your people. At least they were until your homelands were destroyed.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
Oh?
No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
Look at him incredulously. The gods are a force of nature. They don't have a history.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Insist why he was so curious about the gods.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Very well. Well, we were told we have to go this way, right, to talk
Here's
to the
the
person?
register, ma. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
Tell him you're fine.
I'm glad to hear it. You head on in now.
Right. Let's grab a couple of things.
You seem on edge, Oz. What on earth is the matter? Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Taking all of the grub while we can.
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Yoink. What's going on here then?
Standing at the centre of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella? Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end. Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
This may be the perfect opportunity to create immunity. Tell the woman you stand by her.
No, I'm afraid I always perform my part solo. Do stay and watch, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
Oh?
I'm just about to create a scene. Subdue her men, quickly! If she can't source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Uh-oh. Source blast. Uh-oh. I mean, at least we're not dead. We just look knocked out. Right, what we got then?
What's happened?
We got some dead things that we can search. Yay! More shivs and a mullet. You would take it to sell it, I suppose, but we don't really need one. Anything else for anything else? Ooh. Plates, cups, another bottle of wine. And that's pretty much it. Oh no, we can't get in this door. Maybe we can get in it from the other side, hopefully. If not, we'll break it down. We want all the loots. Ooh, more bodies. Key. Anyone else? Tooth. Those people are just knocked out. Why are we the only ones that weren't? Okay, can we get in this door now? No. Okay, so let's unequip our weapon for a second. Oh, I've pressed the button. Uh-oh. What did I press? Oh, I pressed O, okay. Right, unequip our weapon for a second. And then if we try to break down this door, we will eventually get through. This may take some time, so I will probably fast forward it for you. Almost there! Yay! Right, so we can equip our weapons again now. So we've got 2 shivs and 2 broken ones we don't need, so that's cool. Right, let's go. So what have we got in here? We've got a potato, book, mashed potato, potion. Anything else? Ooh. Jug of something. Garlic. 4 garlic. We've got salmon pie, delicious. And there's a recipe there. Cool, is that everything? Gold. Operation scroll. Yeah, that seems to be everything. Cool. So, oh, we can also go into that room with the body now. So we'd probably do that quickly before we go upstairs. And the sheep is dead. Yay! Raw mutton. Cool. Okay, so we just picked up an arm of some kind. Chunk of flesh. So as an elf, we can eat this and we'll get their memories.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
Ooh. So the old woman that killed us killed him as well. She stole his source. Right, let's go to the top of the ship then. Okay, so we have a couple of different
God damn it!
rooms.
Need to get off this wreck, and quick!
Anything in here? Nope. So you can use the... Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up. Give it to me. Use the barrel to take out the water. There you go. And there's a chest in here. that
Not
we
long
can
before this
search.
thing snaps into splinters.
Cool. And a dog we can murder. So that's... Bloop. Right, so we can stab him. Can't go behind him, can we? Oh, we can. Yay! Do our adrenalize. So he's got any magic armor now, so we can chloroform him, and then he misses his go because he's sleeping. Oh wait, we still had turns. No. So he sleeps, so we miss his go, and now we can stab him again. There you go. So we can sleep, and then we can regen. Woo, woo. Cool. Ooh, intestines. We don't really need that. But it was worth the experience to kill him. Cool, so chat's everything here, and let's go to this room.
That doesn't bode well.
Okay,
Onwards
this
and
room's
upwards.
not as broken, so we should be able to break it fairly simply. So let's try that. Cool. So we put our shivs back on. And then we can go in here. Search some stuff. Okay, so we got a chest which is slightly better than our own. So our current chest is 1. This one is a stained shirt. Oh, it's not much of a shirt, is it? Jesus. Got our nips out. Well, not her nips, but her boobs. But we're an elf, don't you know? Less clothing is more armor.
By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Monitor to... Motion to the destruction around you. What's going on here? What has he seen?
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
Ask more about this woman. Is she a sorcerer?
Curdled my blood when she appeared. Ship shook like a typhoon had struck and then she was gone again. Look around. You see how that story ends. Nothing but Source can do this.
Roll your eyes at this weakling and attack. He should pose no threat.
Then the mutiny ends here.
Right, so we've got 2 guys. He's low on health. This guy's also low on health. This guy doesn't have any magic armor, so we could make him sleep. We can do our flesh thing, our adrenalize. I think the other guy's going to be too far away to, yeah, so if we go to, how far can we go in 1 AP is up to there, so let's go there. Then we can backstab him. Which apparently we didn't go behind him. Stab. And then stab. He should be dead. Yep. Excellent. And now we can go behind this dude. Stab him. Oh, we've run out. Okay. So again, go behind. 0 AP for that. Yay! Barely took any damage. Which is what we like. Woo! There's a lot of sleeping in this game. Okay, so we've got some magic, we've got a couple of water, note. There's some more stuff to search. Ugh. Stand still, let me search things. Right. Note, painting. Stop doing that. Right. Resurrection scroll, another painting. Nothing on him. Book. 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 Okay, cool. Let's go back this way. And we should be able to progress. Okay, anything in here? Anything in here? Nope. Got a couple bodies down this way. A couple here as well, actually.
Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
Uh-oh. Oh, didn't mean to do that. What was that? What is this? Drop. Thank you. I will sort out my chest, my bag soon, but not quite yet. Have a body to search. Don't see. Oh, there is something there. Wine and water. Has someone been turning wine into water? Okay, so there's some more over here. Ooh, my first bow. Slowly gaining money with every couple of pence we pick up here and there. Cool. And then, what's that one here? Without burning ourselves, Jesus. Okay, there's an elf.
You
Hello.
pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
There's something familiar about the way he holds that book.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
That's it. The elf. He's the elf that was reading the book.
Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
That's heartless. He should be saving people right now.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving, and I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
I love this guy. Right, let's continue on, shall we? While this guy reads his book. So I'm not going to go into here because that symbol is like the death fog symbol, which means if you go in there you're probably going to die a horrible, horrible death. So let's better not do that, shall we? Okay, up the stairs we go. Probably should have healed. Oh well. Jesus. Right. So let's do our damage. Boost. Can we see them? We can't see them. So we can go up to here on 3 AP, or like 0. Then we can do a backstab behind this one. Stab him. Adrenalize to get more AP. Stabby stabby again. Excellent. How much is it? It would be 1 for move behind him. So move 1. Make him sleep 1. Awesome. Now it's our turn again. We can stab him. Okay. Right, and we don't have anything that we can really do, so might as well just stab him. There you go. Dead. So let's see. Okay. Didn't search this guy yet. Ooh, a fireball scroll. Sounds cool. So the ship is on fire. There is a beastie thing trying to kill us. Oops. They're dead. Sucks to be them. But we do want to loot their bodies. So we should probably try and put it out, I suppose. We'll grab this. We can probably slowly nudge it up the stairs. Oh, the rain put it out. Well, that's fine. Did it for us then. Blinding radius scroll, that's a good one. And nothing on that one. Anyone else? No, nothing else. Okay. Researched that one already yet. Alright, this way it is then. She finally catches up.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance. You do.
Right. Oh. Well, that one's fucked.
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Call a dwarf a yellow-bellied coward. You'll return to the lower decks and check for survivors.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Right, let's go. Gotta save our buds that are downstairs. So, down the ladder. Okay, so let's see.
If you can walk, get yourself up there.
Oh,
wait!
There's a fight!
Voidwoken!
Okay, so do our damage. We can do a little stabby backy. Too far away. Well, that's just rude. Go about there. We can make that one sweep. We can backstab that one. Adrenalize, I suppose. Stabby. Cool. And then move behind this one.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Okay, so he's a, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the earth one. Earth magic.
Let the games
She's
begin.
a rogue. She just did what we did.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Good job.
I've faced worse.
Okay, so is this the last one? Yeah, it looks like it. Don't run away. Get it, Seville. Good job.
Telling whether there might be more. We need to move.
Alright, let's see if there's anything useful to nicky nick.
Let's not tarry. This old club is
Anything for anything? Wooden shell. Good to sell, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, onwards we go. To the lifeboats! Before they leave without us. Let's go.
I hear something. It's...
We need to wait.
Gods! That thing! There's no time.
Uh-oh. They left without us.
I have plans for you, child.
Ooh, what kind of plans? Maybe I just want to sleep.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead.
No.
Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
No. Fort Joy it is.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor?
Dun, dun, dun.
It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
But what? What was it? Right, so we have arrived at Fort Joy by accident. Because we should have died, but something saved us. But what was it? Who was it? Hello, kid.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his side.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves.
Elf? Ask him why not. What has he heard about your kind?
Well, elves eat people and their pets.
True.
Elves don't know the alphabet.
Don't know the alphabet? Chuckles to him. You've heard mostly wrong. You've never eaten a pet, and you only eat a person if they ask you to.
The child's eyes grow wide.
People ask you to eat them?
Nod, it's how elves share memories.
Really? Neat. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Ask if he thinks you look like a sorcerer.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Tell him they may well be wrong and crazy.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside.
Ask him if his parents know where he is.
They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Say it isn't safe out here. Your ship was attacked by Voidwoken, not far off this shore.
But you didn't die.
Yeah, but you didn't die though. Ask him why he doesn't seem scared.
I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Say you've survived the Voidwoken attack by the skin of your teeth. He should really find somewhere safer to go.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Oh, great. So, let's see, anything else? Okay, that's broken, so we can't go that way. So let's go this way, I suppose. Anything to search along the ways? Ooh, chest. Well, it's not a chest, it's a barrel. Still, searchable. Cool. Oh, we've got a save. Doesn't always sound good when there's a save.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, they started a fight with us. If we flesh sacrifice, get our extra damage and XP. Okay, they're too far away, so we're gonna have to move forward until 0. Then backstab. Adrenalize. Make that one sleep. Should we make that one sleep? Ooh, we level up. Yeah, if we go behind it and then make it sleep. Then it's our turn again. Yay! You know me. Have we met? Not my ex-boyfriend, are you? Kind of look like him. If you didn't get that, I meant ugly. Right.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to be drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
Okay, so we've searched all of these thingies. Well, if we use our bedroll, we can regen, which is fantastical. So let's see what else there is to see on this lovely shore of Fort Joy. Ooh, neep, neep. Interesting. Okay, hi friend. Right, let's go this way, shall we? It's a squirrel on a skeleton thing. skeleton cat, maybe? Oh, there's another barrel. Shell.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Could he be... Yes, you recognise him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Smirk and tell him his slave has come to report for duty. No, we're not doing that. He's the one that took you by the jaw and sized you up like a damn horse. Say you've a bone to pick with him.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Tell him you were glad to be of help. Doesn't do to stand idle by when people are in danger.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further...
Ask what he's doing here, standing on the rock.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
So that you see memories, childhood, days spent in the sun.
Memories? Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Ask what he means by lost exactly.
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Outlaw, someone who had an empire to lose. Tell him you don't run with that kind of crowd.
Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
So that you too have this and that's to sort out. No, he's not gonna. I don't want him. I don't want him to tag along with us. To say it's been absolutely riveting, but you have to dash.
Then by all means, dash.
He watches you depart.
Cool. It's not my cup of tea, that guy. Bit stuck up. We as an outlaw, don't you know? You don't deal with stuck up people. Right. See what there is to see. Ooh.
A black cat. I like cats, but I wouldn't eat a whole one.
Me neither. Anything else to explore? Oh, the cat's following us as well. Jesus. Got a whole little posse going on. Oh, there was a thing up here. Let's go that way. Ooh, a shovel. We love a shovel. We got a skull, not very useful to us. And a fish. Big fish. There was a chest down here. And a yarl flower. yarrow flower, whatever it's called. That one. Am I really, really bright right now? Because it looks like I am. So bright. It's like aluminum. It's because of the bloody sunlight. It goes on and off and I'm like, don't know if it's going to be better or worse. Right, there we go. We're going this way. Oh, there was a thing over here that we wanted to quickly search. Behind this red tree is a nice lovely chest, which has armour and various other bits. This armour's going to look absolutely awful on us, but it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm just going to quickly sort out my bag again, because I've got so much crap in it. Right, that'll do. Okay, I did accidentally drop a book somewhere. There it is.
The cat's eyes
Ooh.
are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Alright, cat. You do you, I suppose. Okay, so let's continue.
Need I repeat myself?
But I know nothing of it.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
So we can make yourself small. You rather not get noticed now. Step forward, say this is an injustice at best. Base cruelty at worst.
Stay silent, elf!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, your holiness?
I believe we're done here.
No. Stolen her soul.
What a waste.
Right.
Come, we'll be
Oh.
headed elsewhere.
Hush. Listen.
Okay. Thought you were done. Jesus. Ooh. Got an arm. Tasty arm to nibble on.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
No. Right, let's have a look. See anything else for anything else? Doesn't look like it.
Where is he?
We missed a section down here, but I don't see anything that we really missed. Can't go into the water, so we can't grab that stuff.
Ever again. Never.
Oh, there is a kid here. Hello, kid.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
That's good.
Now, where should I put this one?
Right. So let's go into Fort Joy then, I suppose. See what's going on. We gotta get a crew together as well.
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Oh.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Dear one,
Help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Stand beside Ethan and tell the thug to back off.
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Right, we'll follow her in a bit. Just gonna go to the shop and sell some stuffs.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Ask what she's making.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Ask her how she got hands on one of those contraptions. They seem pretty dangerous.
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
Ask if it was Dallas who invested those godforsaken collars.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
Ask what she remembers of Dallas.
Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. Quiet. Loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
You sense that she knows more than she's letting on. Say your collar is tight and ask if she could loosen it a
For
bit.
you? Hell no.
Press the issue. She does know how to manipulate them though.
That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All
So
manner of
let's buy.
things. Have a look.
Okay, so we can sell her all of our stuff we don't need. All of these paintings and empty potion bottles and ropes and stuff. Might keep the shirt and the shield and the thing just for now. We might want them when we make friends. So that will be something to keep for now. Don't want wine or beer because it makes you drunk. Isn't particularly useful. I mean, it heals, but it also makes you drunk. And garlic's not very effective. Okay, that should be fine for now. So let's see. She's got a couple of lockpicks, which would be very useful for us. 70 for that, and the rest we can just do as gold. Done. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode of Divinity. We will come back to this next week, so do subscribe to be notified next time I upload a video. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!